Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this very quick news update video regarding reveals over the weekend, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So this video we're going to be discussing Xtransbot reveals at tfcon Orlando, and then honestly I'm going to be asking you guys for your assistance on this, because there's a certain few things that I'm not going to say I don't understand, I just want to know if they are exactly what I think they are. So let's start off first and foremost with Xtransbots. There we go. Dante. So this is their shattered glass version, obviously, of Inferno. I know they've done exactly the same as everybody else with regards to this mold. Funny enough, I've got their take on hauler of this mold to review myself, so that I suppose was no surprise. However, these are what are the surprise to me. So they're calling him James Bond, obviously, which is punch and counter punch. Now, they've already got an American version and the Japanese version, I think, with slightly different colours on it. But are these just official, are they stock car racing? What sort of racing is it? Because they've gone for a completely wild, they look like official cars, which is what I'm guessing that they are. So please tell me in the comments if they are. And I'm just wondering, is there a market big enough for these to warrant these particular figures? I understand obviously that racing in America is much bigger than it is in the UK. You have things like Daytona, etc., whereas we don't really have much. Formula One's quite big, but this sort of racing isn't the biggest in the UK. So this to me just seems a little bit crazy. There's 4 versions of this mold, and these are, I mean, they're not characters, so it's a little different. You know, obviously if they do shattered glass versions, if they just make up other characters by the same thing, with this they're not even calling them different names, they're just calling them whichever their make of the vehicle is. And then in a second you're going to see as well there's pacer cars, so I'm imagining that's exactly what that is. It says official pacer car on the side of it. But again, it's using the James Bond mold. There is 2 versions of the robot, you can see there. There's way more images of these, by the way, on TFW 2005. And here is yet another. So for me, this is just a little bit, I suppose, strange. Purely, as I've said, because the racing isn't this big in the UK. So please do let me know about that. Are they Daytona cars? Is it stock cars? As you can tell, I have no idea, but I want to know why they think it's big enough, or a big enough risk for them to make all them as well and start to release them. In fact, there's some images of these on the TFW 2005, so it's just crazy to me. Right, Xtransbots are going to be taking on the task of making a Devastator as well. So this is their take on a hook, and that just scares me straight away on the back. As I say, all that intricacy. I've only got experience with 2 Xtransbot figures, and both of which just, I suppose, in a negative way, blew my mind. I think they were a little bit too overcomplicated for my liking. I can't deny that this looks great. I think it looks fantastic. I love the fact that they've got a full homage here to the original Generation 1, because of course that's how he fitted and adapted to make Devastator's chest. I'm just really apprehensive. That's probably the best word I can use for this. This is of course their take on Scavenger, just because of the intricacy, the detail, and I suppose how fiddly they were for me to transform. I'm sure they're going to be spectacular. I'm sure they're going to look amazing. And wait till you see the fully combined version of it all. So of course Scavenger is going to be the arm, and then we've got some images of Big Load, which is of course just another name for Wide Load. You're going to see that in a second. So this looks like they've actually got physical copies of this particular figure, which does look great. Mixmaster not yet, just got a computer generated image of the leg, but this is what I mean. He looks spectacular, and he's going to be over 1/2 meter tall, 522 millimeters, so you know, well over 2 foot. Is that well over 2 foot? No, it's not. It's just under 2 foot, isn't it? So this guy's going to be huge, but over 1/2 meter anyway. So again, let me know your thoughts on him. And then finally, this was the oddest reveal out of the whole convention. This is going to be their take on Ironhide. That's the only image. There's no other images at all, just the back of him. So can't get excited about that really, but again, I suppose it's going to be Ironhide, so that'll be good. Let me know your takes on Devastator, and please let me know what is going on with all these James Bond figures or redecos. Let me know, guys. Take care.